So I'm here with Alan Bray. Alan, who's this?
This is Tesla Girl, and her posh kennel club registered name is Luandi Firestorm at Up and Over.
And what are you doing here at Olympia this week?
We have been very lucky enough to compete in the Olympia Novice Stakes Championships, which are today, and the dog kennel club sport run a series of championships across the whole of the Olympia Horse of the Year show weekend. Well, week really. So there's one each night for each category. So we've been very fortunate to compete in that and be able to qualify against the 5,000 plus other who tried to get there as well. So we're very, very lucky to be here.
And tell me the story behind your involvement in dog agility.
Well, I started nearly 100 years ago now with my daughter, really, is just trying to find something else, because I'd take my son out and play football and play cricket, took my daughter dancing, and I thought I wanted something where I could be with her doing something. So we had our pet dog. We went down to our pet obedience club, which was great in Nottingham Agility Club there, and we didn't realise, we'd never heard of agility, and they were in the same venue. And so we watched them doing that and thought, that's for us, we'll have a go at that, and we loved it and never turned back since.
And you actually were an ex-sportsman yourself, weren't you? How have you used the skills you learned from your sport in dog agility?
Yeah, I was lucky enough to play at a high standard of football and cricket in semi-professional, and all I've done with the dog world is bring in some of the expertise I was taught by our coaches and trainers and bring that into this sport. Like, for example, in football, children will want to play full 11-a-side games and all run round like bees around a honeypot and not learn very much. So what we've done, instead of doing full courses, which is the whole thing, 20 obstacles in England, we've broken it down into small sections and worked on skill sets around 4-5 key areas really. One is the individual obstacle. Does my dog really understand what I want it to do over a jump? Whether I'm in the right, on the left, in front, behind, standing on my head, whatever I'm doing, her job is to do that jump. And then it's putting those obstacles together, once you've taught all those, into combinations that you see frequently at classes and at shows in every level. So once you've mastered those, so you come to a show, you can think, I know how to do this, not scratch your head and think, oh, I'm going to do this part. It's then much easier, and then you put that together as a full course. The third area is handling, and that's the really tough area, because that's me, and I make mistakes. I'll tell her right when I really meant left, and the like. So 80% of the training we do is really about the handler rod. The dogs are quite easy to train, it's the handlers. And the fourth area is speed. Anyone can walk round. Once you make it speed into it, and these dogs can do up to 30 mile an hour, they are really, really quick across the course. So no way can we be that quick, so we need to position ourselves on courses to meet them in those areas. And just to finish, the last area is what I would call the behavioural obedience. Do they understand sit, wait, and recalls, retrieves? So the basic obedience you can't do without. Modern dogs, you have to have that obedience.
And it sounds very useful to everyday dog lifestyle and dog ownership. I mean, is this something that anybody can do with their dog?
Yeah, by all means. It shows you've got age ranges from 5 to 75, and because a bit like golf where it streams, so you're in grades, so the very beginner grades, grade 1, all the way up to your championship level, grade 7. So you don't have to compete against the world's best. You compete against your own grade and in what capabilities you're capable of. Some people are not the Olympic athletes, let's say, and courses are devised within that grade to help those people. So any age groups do. That's what's so good about it. It's such a social and family event, and a great, almost every weekend, especially throughout the summer, to meet everybody, see your children, see your grandchildren, and everyone's together, and it's wonderful. And it's all made possible by the dogs.
And with any dog suitable for this sport?
Oh yes, any dog can do this sport, because when you get to the very top and you see the top athlete, it's the border collies who really are very difficult to beat in the large categories. But then you've got medium height dogs and small height dogs. So for your Jack Russells, your miniature poodles, working Cocker Spaniels. So it varies depending on their height, but any dog can do this. The giant breeds clearly are going to struggle because they've got to go under tunnels, etc. But many of them do it, and they have great fun doing it.
But there's a lot of people in the sport with rescue dogs. Is that right?
Yes, yeah. Agility and obedience really are very good for taking in rescue dogs. Flyball as well, that I know. And agility clubs will keep close associations with breed clubs like the Border Collie Breed Club, and through their rescues. And then many people work in agility who are running rescue centres. We've got one called Many Tears, a good friend of ours, who's always looking to people to take on dogs and cats. And they have a fantastic life. These are the lucky dogs through the rescue. They come into a fantastic life. They get super training, pampered, looked after, groomed, well fed, much better than I am. So they have a wonderful life.
So tell me about your dogs, because you've been breeding dogs for quite some time with your previous wife, haven't you?
Yeah, my late wife bred our line, which I called Up and Overs, and she started with Border Collies, but we've also done miniature poodles and Shetland sheepdogs as well. And her line has lived on because after lost her 4.5 years ago, my new partner Louise has carried that line on because she had one of our pups and bred that dog to a dog that they'd chosen for the father, and the result is Tesla Girl and Louise runs Ireland, her sister, who are both in the final tonight, so we're thrilled with that. The line lives on.
And do you have a day job, or is this something you do full time?
Oh no, yeah, I do work full time because this is really an amateur sport. So we do our own training club, but that's very much for our own purposes, train with friends, just really to make sure that we're prepared for shows. But I actually work for the Kennel Club's insurance company called Agria, who is a Swedish-owned company based in Aylesbury. And again, that's what I love. It's closely related, obviously, to the dog world, and it's marketing, which I love as well, because that's about people and involvement. And it's a wonderful opportunity, really, to get closer and help people with their insurance issues about dogs, because there's so much confusion. And they're a really nice group of people.
So how much exercise do your dogs need?
Well, this is everyone thinks you must run these every single day, and we don't, because they're burnt out. They're like athletes. So we actually would train with them seriously, probably once or twice a week. And when we say train, it's just an evening where we're not running them continually, because the athletes, they are going to burn them out. And so it's probably once or twice a week, and it's not onerous, we're not overdoing them. We're working on the areas we need, and then they compete at the weekends. Other than that, it's just simple walks and just keeping their brains interested.
What do you look for in selecting a dog for agility?
Everyone looks for different things, so it's a really subjective matter. I look for dogs who are highly motivated, because give me motivation, we can train everything else. A dog that is self-starting and motivated gives me the opportunity to channel that into the areas we want them to do. Because you can't make a dog do agility or any other sport, really. They've got to want to do it. So we look for motivation. Then, of course, we look for the breed lines, what you particularly like, and then markings, colouring, and that area. And they've got to have the right body physique for this sport as well. There's no point having very short legs, for example. They've got to run. They've got to run. So you need to breed the right type of dog for this activity. And there's plenty of very good breeders who breed specifically for this sport.
And what about the handler? What do you look for in them?
The handlers, yes. Well, they come in all shapes and sizes and ages and physiques. So obviously, like any sport, at the very top, it's a young girl, young man's sport, and they're very fit and very athletic, and can cover ground, and are fit. So, but that doesn't mean you can't compete. I'm nearly 100 years old and I'm competing at that level. You just got to keep yourself fit and enjoy it.
Well, we wish you and Tesla Girl the best of luck for the rest of Olympia. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Enjoyed it.